Hello everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. My name is Britt and I do astrology readings to get to know ourselves and tap into our unique potential and our gifts. We are approaching the full moon in Sagittarius at 23rd of May. It's going to be at 2 degrees and 55 minutes of Sagittarius. This is where the moon will be placed, whereas the sun will be in Gemini in the opposite sign at the exact same degree. And it's quite special where the sun placement is because it's going to be accompanied by beautiful Venus and beautiful Jupiter on 29 degrees of Taurus. So this is going to be quite a fiery full moon, a fun, loving, optimistic, maybe impulsive full moon, happening at 15:53 Central Europe time. This full moon is connected to Pluto, 2 degrees of Aquarius. It is also connected to the Pleiades, the 7 star sisters, which brings in, maybe you felt it, the Atlantis theme, the wisdom, the self-healing gifts, soul memories from Atlantis. The fall of Atlantis, we've all heard about it, where they were living in bliss and well-being and wealth, and then there was this fall. And it feels like the opposite is happening, that we are now tapping into the same loving and abundant energies and consciousness that we remember maybe from the fall of Atlantis, and that they are being re-established now with this new earth energies of bliss and well-being. So it feels like we are about to create a loving, powerful community, smaller groups, but also maybe in a bigger sense on Earth. And this would be Pluto in Aquarius, powerful communities. So what can be the theme of this full moon? My headline is Elevate Your Inner Passion. Why? Because with the moon on 2 degrees of Sagittarius, it will expand your fun, loving, optimistic energies. Sagittarius is also about higher learning and long travels. Whereas the Sun King, is in Gemini, the twins, maybe the twin flames, is about communication and information. And as I said, it's encapsulated with this support of divine feminine energies, softness and grace by Venus, which is loving, beautiful, intuitive. It's harmonic. It is the balance between our outer world and inner world, our material needs and our soulful purpose. And also with Jupiter, which is the ruler of this full moon, it's the ruler of Sagittarius, which is known as the planet of good fortune, joy, spontaneity, spontanitet in Norwegian, enlightenment, justice, visions, truthfulness, meaningfulness, purposefulness, wisdom, abundance energies, feeling wealthy and luxurious. So how can we nurture this abundance within ourselves and allow love and harmony to be in the forefront of our lives? In my notes, I had this quote: "My mission in life is not merely to survive," which could be Saturn, "but to thrive," which could be represented by Jupiter. My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive and to do so with passion, Jupiter, with some compassion, Venus, some humor, Jupiter, and some style, Venus. I'm going to share also with you some of my notes from my notebook about the divine feminine energies that is encapsulating this full moon. Practicing softness and grace, the divine feminine is now coming back to her femininity after having hustled in her masculinity for centuries. Her softness, calmness, caring and nurturing facets will no longer be considered weakness, but strength. Her healing, compassionate, kind structures will again be rewarded as valuable gifts, as will her intuitive, claircognizant communication with Source. Her creative abilities will be heralded as the highest form of currency, as will her emotional energy and her ability to create beauty and heaven on earth. Her wisdom and direct connection to Source will be rewarded. She will guide her man steadily to passionately create from his heart and soul as he realizes his powers as a divine architect and builder of worlds through his immense manifestations, powers, and aligned actions, knowing he is not only creating for himself, but for generations to come and humanity and Mother Earth as a whole. So what else? Pluto, 2 degrees in Aquarius. It's going retrograde, it's going back into Capricorn. I talked about this in my previous video. We have Neptune, 29 degrees of Pisces, talking to this full moon. And remember, Venus and Jupiter is in 29 degrees of Taurus. So there is a lot of endings going on. The old is ending. The old world is ending, is being wrapped up. So maybe recently you've had to take responsibility for packing up the rest of your old life, for making choices, for standing up for yourself and the new you, to commit to the path ahead, even though we have no idea what it implies, to take that leap of faith, Sagittarius, and jump into the unknown, into the void. Like from here and out, some of us might not know what is coming, but just to go steadily focused towards your target. I feel that this full moon is a preparation for the energies that are coming when all of these planets will move into Gemini. Venus first, moving into Gemini. The Sun just moved into Gemini. And then especially Jupiter, for over 1 year, is going to be in Gemini until June 2025. So a preparation for these energies in Gemini. Gemini, communication, information. Jupiter, truth. So truthful communication, meaningful information, inspired information, learning, higher studies, siblings, neighborhood, short trips. So these topics are heightened right now. It's about learning to honor and communicate what is true for you. And it might not be true for everybody else. So we're learning to stand up for ourselves. And the mantra that we could use this full moon might be, the highest form of intimacy is truth. Jupiter in Gemini, communicate your truth, your wisdom. You have learned from your hardships. We have learned from our hardships. It has not been easy last couple of years for any of us. Pluto has done its work in Capricorn. It's like knocked us down, taking everything that is not for the highest good of the soul away from us. And all these hardships, now they have grown into wisdom. So it's about surrendering your ego and how you are perceived by others. It's about fortunate communication, inspirational information. It's about light streaming in. We hear about all these light codes coming from the sun. It's moving with your spiritual nature. It's taking the leap and taking responsibility for your power and your resources. Pluto in Aquarius, your genius mind. We may also find communication extremely difficult, where two people just can't understand each other. It's like we're talking two languages, not seeing, not hearing what the other one is trying to communicate. I believe this is part of the splitting consciousness happening now as we move into the age of Aquarius and into the new and away from the old. When people are hanging in the old, it will be impossible for the ones on the awakening path, on the spiritual path, on the soulful path, the ones who have chosen to step a little bit away from the material world. It's going to be impossible for these to communicate clearly and deeply with these other people. If you are in the old, you will not understand a word of what I'm trying to tell you. No matter how hard I try, I cannot reach you. A good rule to live by: before you speak, let your words pass through 3 gates. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Communication, Gemini. So, let's see if there is a card for us today. Diana, focused intention. See the bow and arrow? This is Sagittarius, focused intention. Going for your goal, going for your gold. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. Focused intention, and we see the Atlantis setting here. Let's read the full card, see what the message is. Diana. This Roman moon goddess carries the silver bow and arrow given to her in childhood by her father, Jupiter. Oh wow. Because her mother bore Diana and her twin brother painlessly, Diana is associated with healthy childbirth. Diana loves to spend time out in nature and is particularly fond of oak trees and watching over wild animals. You can call upon her to help you with animals, painless childbirth, and connecting with nature and the elementals. Message. Tenacity means sticking to a decision and not allowing outside forces to sway you. Imagine yourself to be like a mighty oak tree with your roots deeply planted into Mother Earth. Feel your solid strength and steady upward growth, Jupiter. Know that no matter what happens, you will succeed. Your branches may twist and turn as you flex toward the light, yet your unwavering intentions will ensure that no faint wind will sway you from your mission. Be in charge of your body, your schedule, and your mind, and keep them focused upon your target. Various meanings. Stay positive, Sagittarius. Know that your priorities know what your priorities are and take action on them. Goal setting is part of Sagittarius. Take control of your schedule. Release all doubts. Doubts and fears is evil. Avoid naysayers and skeptics. Go for your dream, go for your goal. So this was my full moon reading. I appreciate your loving comments and your beautiful heart likes. So until next time, may you be safe and protected. May you be peaceful. May you be filled with love. Happy full moon.